What is up, YouTube? Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am 100% pumped to the max for this video today because your girl has been sleeping on this album for a while and I can't wait to react for the first time to Blond by Frank Ocean. Where have I been? Living under a rock, apparently. Anyway, I can't physically wait any longer, so let's get into the video. Like I said earlier, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucy Claire and I cannot wait any longer to get into this video, so I think we should just jump right in and do it. First things first though, I want to explain to you a little bit about Frank Ocean and what makes this album a masterpiece by most people's standards. I just wanted to give you some info so that we are both on the same page when we're listening to it. First things first, the album was released in August of 2016. The album is a project that Frank worked on from 2013 to 2016, so a lot of work must have gone into this album. He recorded at 3 different studios. First at New York's Electric Lady studio, then he went to the iconic Abbey Road studio where a lot of artists create masterpieces, and lastly he recorded in Los Angeles at Henson's recording studio. The album was produced by Frank Ocean himself, along with a huge list of other very prominent recording and producing artists. I'm also very excited because Frank Ocean often says that he drew on inspiration from a lot of artists that I listen to on a regular, like Prince and the Beatles and Stevie Wonder, a long list of greats that he's using for inspiration. So I can't wait to see what that ends up looking like on an R&B sort of psychedelic version of an R&B album. The album has received so much critical acclaim. It was announced to be Time's Album of the Year for 2016. So I don't know how I missed it. I'm lame, I guess. I think that the songs on the album have been streamed something like 65.4 million times, so let's go ahead and add to that number because I'm gonna listen to them for real right now. So I'm gonna pop the Spotify right here and we are gonna get going. Let me pop on my old school beats. Hopefully you can still hear me. I'm ready, folks. I'm so ready. So let's get this party started, right? I also would just like to say that my roommate is obsessed with Frank Ocean. She wanted to be here to film this with me, but she didn't get a chance, and so many of you may have seen her before in some of my old videos, so check those out, but this is for you, you know? Okay, here we go, guys. The first song is Nikes, and it is 5 minutes and 14 seconds, so here we go. This is cool. I like the reverb and that live sound. You know, like when recording artists are in the studio and then they just like put those sounds in the song. That's oh, it's a nice result. Hey, Anthony. What did he say? I feel like this song would be great to just like vibe. I guess that's Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra. Yikes. Frank Ocean's whole thing. Ooh, I like the lip. Ooh, and the echo. Oh my god. This is art. Okay, so that song was excellent music. The reverb was amazing. The vocals were great. I like the fact that the song is called Nikes. Editor's note. I also think it's a really cool way to start off an album when you start an album slow. I think a lot of artists try to like come in with a pop on the first song, and like that may not be Frank Ocean's style, and that's cool to see. So the next song is called Ivy. It's 4 minutes and 9 seconds. This is a very different song from the first one. I can actually hear the Beatles influence in this song.
If I could see my thoughts,
wow.
You would see your faces, safe in my rental, like an army truck back then.
Should I be expecting a drop?
Give a fuck. Deep down,
he went to like dissonance, and then he resolved it. Makes you think, ooh, that chord, ooh, that
back then. We had time to kill back then. You ain't
actual chills. Who does that sound like? That sounds like, it feels like a song that I've heard before, but I can't name it. I like the like kind of psych rock on the back. That's Prince vocals. Yes. So Prince. Mic noise. Someone fall in the studio. Someone left the recorder on when they weren't supposed to. I like that song. I like the first song better, but the second song, I definitely understand the influences that he was going for. He had like sort of a psych rock Beatles backline with an electric guitar that kind of gave it a like raw feel, and then the Prince reference at the very end of the song, that was chef's kiss. So the next song is Pink and White, and it is 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Oh, I like this so much.
Yeah. Nod my head,
Such
don't close. If you could fly, then you'd feel south up.
Yeah, that's such a good piano line.
Just the same way you showed
that low bass. This song is angelic. The birds in the background? Are you kidding me? Oh, I love the bird sounds. Okay, so I think that was my favorite one. Is that a hot take? The bird sounds and the angelic vocals of like when he brought it wide and there was all the singers. That could change your life, bro. Okay, the next song is Be Yourself, and it's 1 minute and 27 seconds. Let's see what he can do with that short amount of time.
Many college students have gone to college and gotten hooked on drugs, marijuana, and alcohol. Be yourself and know that that's good enough.
Facts is like just, I could listen to this for my daily affirmations. Can I use this? Frank Ocean, please? I appreciate the bravery of putting your mom on your album. That takes a lot of guts. We all need some mom's advice sometimes. Thanks, Frank Ocean, for providing it for free. I appreciate that. The next song is called Solo, and it is 4 minutes and 17 seconds.
We too loud in public, them police turn down a function. Now we
I really like that, like slow and then slow and then let it cascade. You know, that's really good.
The time is perfect. Ways my eyes like them red lights. Right now, I prefer yellow. So
if you're just getting schooled by his mom about drugs, he's talking about him a lot. Frank, what are you doing?
Solo.
Oh.
Solo.
Solo. That's beautiful.
Solo.
I'm sorry. Did you hear that? Oh my god. Wait, hold on. This man just put a church organ on his song with a... it was perfectly placed. Okay, I can't wait to hear the rest.
I wanted that egg ride in Colorado that night. I brought you.
That organ is just so good. Nice resolution. I think that's my second favorite one. So I really like Pink and White, and I really like Solo. Solo pulled on a little bit more of that like classic gospel root that I think is really, really powerful and rich when it comes to modern music, because there's so much that we can learn from gospel and older forms and styles to apply to our new styles. Like, you know, like fusion, bro, do it. Let's get on to the next one. The next song is Skyline To.
This is joy, this is summer. That's a pretty fucking fast year.
That's a cool drum line. You know, it sounds like a high school or college band drum line in the back. Interesting. Putting on a little like if Space Odyssey were set in 2018. Not my favorite, but it's good. It's not my favorite. The next one is Self Control, and it's 4 minutes and 10 seconds.
Poolside convo about your summer last night.
I like the acoustic. I mean, his voice is really beautiful.
Keep a place.
Ooh. Yes. This is art.
I'll sleep between it's nothing.
How do all... Sorry, that surprised me. So good. Oh, I like that. Oh my god. Yes, that background. Sounded a little Kanye-ish, maybe, with like the different voices and the layering. But also, I think that might be one of my more favorites. The next one is Good Guy, and it's 1 minute and 7 seconds. Sounds like he's in my head.
No, you don't need me.
I feel like he's
right
in
now.
my brain, the way that he's produced this.
And to you, just
Alright, the next song is called Nights. It's 5 minutes and 7 seconds. I think that's the longest song so far. Oh no, Nike's the longest song. This is the next longest song. Let's hear what it sounds like.
everybody
like this a
needs
lot.
you. Although you got
Oh,
Buku family,
yes.
you don't. I'm fucking
I really
on,
like
fuck
this. He
up.
changes the chord at the beat.
Think ain't nobody read you. Why your
Nice.
eyes well up? Did you call me from a seance?
No beat.
You were from my past life. Hope you're doing
Excellent.
well, bro. Need the money, we gon' survive. Every
Ooh.
night, shit, every day, shit. Dropping baby off at home before my night. Shit.
Ooh, the
Know I
swelled
can
synth.
that I spend the night.
Ooh. Not my favorite. It's just a new song in the same song. Cool.
Yeah.
2 songs for the price of 1. Anyone?
Everyday patches, then 6 this and a
Ooh.
change it. Back on Boswell and Percy had it.
Nice.
Couple bishops
This
in the
has a
city
very
building
2000.
mansions.
Oh, I guess around 16.
The Reverend
Sound.
preaching self-made millionaire
So that makes
status.
sense.
A
Because
week they
time.
only eat at Sean.
I like that song. Nights was good. I like the first half of it better than the second half because the second half really reminded me of lots of things that came out in 2016. The first half was pretty good. May even be my top 1, my number 1. The next song, number 10, is Solo, Reprise, and it's 1 minute and 19 seconds. So I'm guessing he's just gonna reintegrate Solo somehow with a different beat maybe. Let's try it out. Let's see what it looks like.
So don't hold my shoulder, my friend. Solo that I can
Doesn't
admit.
really sound like
When I hear
Solo
that
at all.
another kid is shot by the popo, I'm spinning regardless of winning instead of pretending and bending over backwards.
Ooh.
Over half of the whole had work done. Saying they want something real from them. To those not deserving, I stumbled and lived every word. Was I working just
Fast.
way too hard?
No way is he gonna leave me hanging on that. He is. The next song is Pretty Sweet. And that is 2 minutes and 38 seconds. So let's listen to it.
My 4 friends, we pour a taste out for the dead. This is blood.
Not a fan already, I'm gonna be honest. Wall of Sound music is not my favorite.
Body to life, right?
Sounds like someone got trapped in a spaceship and can't get out. Maybe this is what the inside of the Matrix sounds like. With the multiple voices on one line with like no melodic shift and whatever, it sounds really like you know those like dirges and stuff that they would do in like the Catholic Church and whenever. It's interesting. I don't know if that's my favorite. Ooh, I like that. Kids Choir, interesting choice. There's a lot going on in that song. It starts off with a wall of sound, and if that came on one of my playlists, I would skip it probably because I don't like a lot of loud noise. That is just a personal preference though, so don't come at me. I'm just not good at loud music, and that's why I listen to a lot of easily listening from the 50s and 60s. Let's get onto Facebook Story, the 12th song on the 17-song album. We are almost there, guys, I promise. It is 1 minute and 9 seconds. Let's do it.
I was just telling that it makes no sense. So I say, I'm in front of you. I don't need to accept you on Facebook. I say, come on, you're crazy. So
Facebook story was like another like talking like interlude, and it's interesting, like a French guy talking about a woman who wants him to accept him on Facebook. First of all, I don't like when men call women crazy, but also, I don't know, it feels so judgmental. I'm like one of those people that's like, the kids these days on social media, but I'm also like, why judge people when they're using the toxic thing that their environment forced them to use, you know? Like, I don't know. But I get Frank Ocean trying to bring that to people's, you know, to their mind's eye, make them think about it a little bit. I don't like when people are super pretentious about it, because it's like, we live in a society, bro. It's not that one person's fault. They may have a toxic relationship with Facebook, but guess what? Facebook's toxic. So, anyway, the next song is Close to You, and it's 1 minute and 26 seconds. Let's do it.
I'll be honest,
I cannot grasp the beat of this song.
never stressed.
He really likes that layered vocal.
I run my head,
Kind of gives it like a vocoder sound.
but we getting older, baby.
Close to You is simple, short, to the point. I don't know that I would listen to it or put it on a playlist, but it's part of the album. It's not a diss, I promise. It's just part of the album. So the next one is White Ferrari. It is number 14, and I'm excited to listen to it. Let's do it. It is 4 minutes and 9 seconds. It's called White Ferrari.
Faded eyes,
Like the
watch
two
the
voice.
clouds float. White distant slow vibe. Left when
It's got
I
like
forgot
such an
to
ethereal
see.
sound, this whole album.
So I
That is a very Harry Styles sound to it. I wonder if Harry Styles is inspired by this album at all. It sounds like the sound that you hear after you come out of a concert and you've been in live music for like 4 hours. I like that song. I don't know if I'm totally convinced by it. It's very slow, and I feel like the whole mood of this album has been very ethereal, and I really appreciate that. I don't know if I could listen to the whole album all the way through because I would fall asleep. Is that a hot take? I don't know. I know so many people love Frank Ocean, and I really like some of the songs on here individually. This is art. Anyway, the 15th song of the 17-song album is called Siegfried. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. And it is 5 minutes and 35 seconds. Let's do it.
Where I cannot.
Don't know if I follow that logic, but okay.
Let's more.
for you.
That ending sound actually low-key hurts my ears. I'm so sensitive when it comes to sound like that. The next song is Godspeed, number 16 out of 17. We have 2 more left. So far I'm like so impressed with this album. It is actual art. Okay, so Godspeed is 2 minutes and 58 seconds. Sounds like every Kanye song name ever. So Godspeed. I could have expected that chord progression. Not that I'm a producer. But it's nice.
Wishing you Godspeed.
It's that organ I like though. Yeah.
Glory. There will be mountains you won't move.
I love the gospel sound. I love when artists use the gospel sound in everyday streamable music. Like, oh, that was great.
Sometimes
Building layers, nice. Ooh. So beautiful. It's just in this headphone. So in awe of that. That's so beautiful. And you know what I'm gonna say is I think that one might be on my favorite lists so far. So I think Godspeed, Solo Reprise, Nights, they're up there. The final song that we are going to listen to today on Frank Ocean's Blonde is Futura Free, and it is 9 minutes and 24 seconds. So let's get into it. Interesting. This sounds a little different. Nice.
I'm just a guy, I'm not a god. Sometimes I
Very
feel
humble.
like I'm a god, but I'm not a god.
Oh, the piano's beautiful.
I ain't had me a job since 2009.
He's
I
got
ain't
the
on no
Kanye
sales
reverb.
floor.
It's just dead silent. Is my computer broken? Hello? Oh, I like this. It's kind of vibey.
What's your first memory?
I go to school.
I got the bus noise. That is a very interesting way to end an album. I'm gonna be honest. Very interesting. Alright, y'all. Well, that was me reacting to Frank Ocean's Blonde for the very first time. I hope you enjoyed watching me experience art. I think overall I really like the album. I think listening to it in full is probably a great first experience of listening to it. I really like the album. I think I have a few really favorite songs. Pink and White, Solo, Self-Control, Nights. So a few really, really great songs. And otherwise, I'm open to listening to any of them again and probably expanding that list of favorites. I think listening to them all at once, they kind of started to blend together, and now I have to think about which ones are which. But as I hear them in the wild, after I add them to my playlist, I am sure that they will start jumping out at me more. Anyway, thank you for coming on this journey with me. If this is your first time on my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos coming from my channel. With that, guys, I will see you next week.